Hey guys, what's going on? So in this video, we'll be learning about loops with else. Naturally, we use else with an if statement. If you remember conditionals properly, we use else only if we have used if earlier. As I told you earlier, in intermediate Python, we'll be exploring some topics that normally beginners won't explore. Alright, so in this lecture, we'll be talking about loops with an else. Okay, so let's take an example. Let's say we have a string and let's use a for loop to loop through the characters. So for I in string print I, so definitely this would be printing all the characters. Okay, let me actually print them on the same line. So let's add an end parameter as a space. So end parameter allows you to define how to print the next statement. So by default, the value of end is \n, and this \n is what we call a new line character. So that's why when I print this, you'll notice that everything is printed on each line. So H is printed on one line, E is printed on another line, and so on. So that's because by default, the end parameter of print is \n, or as we call it, a new line character. So if you put a space, now you notice that if I print it, instead of printing them on different lines, you notice that it now prints each line with a space. So as you can see here, a space is there, another space is there. If you want to learn more about the print statements like end and set parameters, I'll give you a link to that in the description, or I'll give you a card at the top right corner. You can click on that. All right, so let's move on. So this is a for loop, and it would definitely print this output. Now, as I told you before, you can use an else along with loops. So in this case, let's make use of an else, and I'll be telling you why we made use of an else while explaining this. And let's print I am inside else. Okay, so let's once again clear the screen and print. All right, so it printed hello world, I am inside else. Okay, so let me actually print it below so that it's much clear. Let me use a new line character and let me print it again. All right, so this is hello world and this is I am inside else. That's because we made use of this \n or new line character. So by default, it was to print this over here, but since we made use of \n, it gets skipped to the next line. So that's why it printed over here. So in this case, you might have wondered, hey, why this I am inside else got printed? So here's the explanation. Whenever you use a loop with an else, what else checks for is whether the above loop has hit a break statement or not. In this case, as you can see here, we have not given any break statement, right? So else will check whether the above loop has hit a break statement. If it has hit a break statement, then it won't print this else. And if it had not hit any break statement, then it will go ahead and print else too along with these. Okay, to understand better, let's do one thing. Let's actually introduce a break statement. Say if I equals to a space. So we are actually targeting this character, space character. If I equals to space, then break. All right, so let's clear the screen and run it. So as I told you earlier, else will check after the entire completion of for loop whether it had hit a break statement or not. If it had hit a break statement, then else won't print this I am inside else. Otherwise, it will go ahead and print I am inside else. So in this case, we have a space character over here. So definitely this condition would be true and for loop will break after printing hello. And since it had hit a break statement, therefore I am inside won't be printed. So let's check it. If I run it, you notice that this time I am inside did not print. Now you might get confused. So you might be thinking that I introduced a break statement. That's why it is not printing I am inside else, right? Now the important point here is no matter whether you introduce break statement or not, your for loop must hit that break statement. So let me actually go ahead and put a here. So in this case, it will check whether a is there or not. If a is there, then only it will hit break statement and it will come out. So here you will notice that it will print I am inside else. Reason, although we have introduced a break statement, but the for loop did not hit that break statement. Okay, so as I told you before that this will work for all the loops in general. So it will also work with while loops. Let me go ahead and quickly grab the code for that. All right, so here's a quick code where I have made use of while loop. So while loop will run from 0 to 10 and it will break once 3 is encountered. it will also print x is 3 and it will break. Okay, so let me go ahead and increment this one. So I forgot to do incrementation. It's a really important part. So let me do x plus equals to 1. Cool. Now x will get incremented every time a loop gets over. And when it hits 3, when x becomes 3, it will break and it won't print 3 was not found. So let's check. Okay, so what happens if I do something like x less than 2? Now if you try to print, it will print 0, 1 and 3 was not found. Let's check it. There you go. 0, 1 and 3 was not found. Alright guys, that was all for this video. And this indeed was a really short video, and I bet many of the beginners and intermediates alike don't know this concept. And if you really like this video, there are a couple of ways you can support us. The first and the easiest one is to simply like the video and subscribe the channel. And you can also really spread the word to others who really want to learn more about Python and tech stack. And this will help our channel to grow as well. Alright guys, see you in the next lecture.